It has been a long time. The last time I made a video, the world was normal, and now it's not. So we are in the middle of coronavirus, COVID-19 quarantine. It's been 19 days since I've gotten home from university, and I've been pretty much quarantined since then. We still have the ability to go recreate outdoors, which is really nice. I hope that lasts. I'm up in Northern California right now. I'm not in Southern California, not the Bay Area. I do not consider the Bay Area to be Northern California, but that's another discussion. And everything's okay up here so far. We will see in the near future what happens, but it's not super densely populated up here, so nothing's gone too crazy. So I, like many of you guys, I'm sure, sort of had a loss of, not so much a loss of motivation, but just a loss of things to prepare for. Especially on this channel, one of the reasons I haven't really made a video is because I feel like this channel is kind of centered around, I have like a goal in mind, and then it's me training for that goal. And there just hasn't really been any of that. Everything was canceled. My 100K I was planning on doing on April 25th, the Leona Divide 100K, that got postponed to 2 dates. You get to choose one or the other. And the one that I was planning on doing was June 13th, but that's very much up in the air. June 13th is probably going to be too early, I would think. And even my 100 miler that I was planning on doing all the way in August, the Angeles Crest 100, was canceled or postponed until next year. So I'm still in the race, but for 2021. So yeah, just having to think of things to prepare for. I'm sure many of you guys are the same, and feel free to leave a comment and let me know what that is that you've had canceled and what you're going to do now. But I have come up with something to prepare for, to keep me motivated, to keep training. And that's all these virtual races have come out, and I've settled on Aravaipa Strong, which is from the 17th to the 25th of April, I think. My plan is to rerun the 50K course of the first 50K I've ever run, which was here in June. That was in 2016. So I was 18 at the time and very inexperienced. I started way too fast. And I've always wanted to redo that course, come run the race again, but the race was not put on after that year. So I'm just going to time trial it and probably, set a car out there with some aid. But it's going to be relatively self-supported, I would imagine. But yeah, so that's my goal. It's 50K with 4,500 feet of climbing, I think. It's very rocky. So those are really, really tough trails. It's probably more resembles a 65 to 7,000 feet of gain course. Anyway, that was a long ramble. I figured I would start off this video series with a training run. So I'm going to go do a long run. It's not very long. I haven't really done any long runs at all. I've just kind of been going out and doing 8 to 10 miles every day. So I'm actually still in pretty decent shape. But there just hasn't been a lot of focus training. So anyway, I'm going to go load up the pack, just carry some water. It's supposed to be a rainy day today, off and on, so we'll see what it's like up there. Alright, gonna take off. Packed up my bag. I just have a rain jacket because it is raining right now. It's not too bad at the moment.
Little gratuitous climb, kind of necessary. Okay, gratuitous descent now. So far, not too bad. I feel like I'm racing against the saturation of the trails. And I finish before they're ready. minutes in just a few minutes, I'm about to drop all the way to the canyon floor and then climb all the way up to the rim. That's a good climb. The weather is just, it's kind of sad. It's not that bad. Descending. Just such a slow course because you do all this climbing and then you don't even get that time back on the way down because it's so steep and rocky. You're just kind of hobbling downhill. It's so frustrating. Okay. This is the location of the first station in the race. And then after this is the climb up to the rim. That's sort of the crux of the biscuit of this. So climb, you do this one twice during the race. I think it's about 800 feet for a pretty short distance. It takes all four limbs to get a couple spots. This is the steep part. This is the top of the climb. Gonna eat something and then carry on. And I might put on my jacket because it is getting a bit chilly. I'm on B trail now. Rain jacket that the Kiwis made me buy. I really like the rain. I'm just a California boy at heart. I would rather it be 90 degrees and sunny than rainy. But in many ways, this is kind of a treat because it's only raining a little bit. It's not so bad that the trails are too muddy. And I don't run up here very often in the rain. Most days, I mean, if it's not cloudy, at least it's sunny. Hey-o!
Oh my gosh, how did I get here? I was just on the trails and now I'm inside. Gonna have to fill you in on the rest of that run. It got kind of crazy. So it went from a light drizzle and the trails being pretty dry to being like a pretty full-on rain. So I ended up taking the dirt road back instead of the trails back because the dirt road or the gravel road was less muddy. So ran back, my lower abdomen and groin still hurting a bit. I don't know why, but that's been ailing me for some time. Anyway, right about when I was 2 miles from being done, there was this dog that was like running alongside the road, and it was doing that for like 3/4 of a mile, and there was no owner in sight. The dog was clearly looking for its owner, so I ended up calling the number on the tag. I got like the vet. The vet said they were going to call the owner, and then while I was waiting for the vet to call me back, the owner ended up showing up, and the dog hopefully returned. The dog had actually just run into the bushes, so I assume that the owner found the dog. Anyways, that happened, and then while I was doing that, I saw a text message on my phone from my dad that said that since I took the truck to go running, the truck has no alarm to let you know when you've left the lights on. So he was saying, make sure you remember to turn the lights off, since I had them on when I drove up, and I instantly realized that I did not do that. So I ran as hard as I could that last 1.5 miles back to the truck to see if hopefully it was not dead, but it was dead. So ended up calling my dad, and he jump-started the car, and I was very cold. And then I came home and took a shower, and here we are. So that was an eventful end to the run. I am not a huge fan of the rain. However, we need it here in Chico. It's been a pretty dry year. But that was good. Average pace was like 9:50, something like that, which is not bad. I would be happy with a 50K finish at that pace. It was definitely slowed down by various aspects of the rain. I had to take my jacket on and off a couple times. Yeah, anyway, that's training today. 13.3 miles in 2 hours and 10 minutes. And I guess I've got another long run to do next week, and then I'll do the virtual race either the week after or the week after that. Stay safe. We can do this. I don't know how long this is going to last, but we'll get through it. And I'll try to keep making videos. I'm sorry I haven't. My running videos feel kind of silly, and I don't really have anything to train for. So, yeah, but I'll do my best. All right, peace out, guys.